Well, welcome. Thank you guys for joining us again every Wednesday. This is it's good to see all of you guys. And like I said,
give us a break.
support.
Give us a break from that post that we put up. It's still ongoing.
Yeah, it'll probably be up for a while. Do you want to address anything about it right now?
We can address it later into the downstream a little bit. I know people can start asking, and that way we can address them all at the same time.
There's already some new people in here watching. Shout out to we got Andre Rodriguez. What's going on, buddy? We got Cody Evans, Rondell Kahn, Tom Schultz, Tucker Danielson, Skull Eagle, Rashid DeLobo, Skeets, John O'Grim, Scott Faulkner, Jamie Rivera. What's going on, guys? Good to see all of you. We got some. We're going to talk about some stuff, but we have some really cool holiday stuff that we're going to release. We got a new line of markers that I've built that we're going to release today, and then we'll talk about some stuff. And as we get closer to Christmas, 31 guns in 31 days is still going strong. We got a custom blizzard that I built that's going to be going up for. That's going to be going up tomorrow, up for raffle. So if you guys still want to get your coupons, they're still available. There's a few out there left. We got a PTR coming up. We got a PTR DMR coming up. We got a bunch of custom markers that are now starting. So day 14 all the way to day 31 is really when the good stuff starts happening. So
especially Christmas Day.
Yeah, Christmas Day, PTR DMR. I mean, that's going to be a great one. We appreciate all your guys' support with that. It's been a lot better than I expected, and
it's been a lot
very
of fun.
Overwhelming.
It's been a lot of fun for us too.
It's been
to do a raffle
cool
every day and get on live every day. It's changed the pace a little bit for the office.
Definitely, and it helps you guys out too for the holiday season. Everyone that's won so far has been super overwhelming. Not anyone.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. They're doing a lot of fun with that.
It's cool. It's really cool. I feel like Bob Barker. I really do. So, to get started today, what do you think we should do first?
Let's do the storm gun first.
Storm gun. Okay. So, me and KT had an idea, as well as Jin helped out here.
Jin Pack actually kind of pushed the agenda a little bit for us. If we keep on, come on, let's make one, and we're about to do a different version. But when it was in my hand, I was looking at it, and you know what? Just do it right. So we built a custom limit series of Storm.
So you can see this
and you
bad
can
boy.
Actually, I post up a bodies one before we built the gun, so you can see it there. It's going on right now on the MCS page. If you go there, you see a post with a lot of bodies of this white body on the page, and there's a contest going on right now. You just have to guess. I think you have to like the page and then guess what's the name of this marker going to be. If you guess it right, we're going to put you in a group of people who got it right, and then you'll have a chance to win this on Friday, December 15th.
So you got this is a Storm body, of course. You got that lightning bolt handguard. You got a 2x42 red and green dot optic here. Mm-hmm. You got that ergo grip, so it eliminates that gap, and it's all that black and white. Which is really, really cool. This is definitely a marker that's going to stand out in the field. Going to be really, really neat to see people playing with it. And we got that new stock that we added with the rear air capability with that remote line adapter. So we're going to be raffling off one of these on Friday. This is a custom build set. It's super comfortable. This is a sweet little marker here.
Shoot,
yeah, and you got an 8-inch. 98 threaded recon barrel, which is really cool, and then you have that. What is that? What is that muzzle brake?
I think this is the 300 or something.
3000.
3,000, something like that. It's had a little twist in the front there, and a good, nice flair to it. It's really comfortable. I think this is a really fun thing to put around. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
It's super lightweight. Definitely
lighter than I would have
thought. Yeah, it's lighter. It's lighter than the original Storm for sure, just by itself. Storm was heavy.
Right.
I mean, it was
the whole body.
Yeah, it was close to the Vortex. So that's gonna be up for grabs on Friday, like KT said. It's gonna be raffled off. All you need to do is go to our Facebook page here and go ahead and share the post, like our page, and then comment the name that you think we're gonna be naming this bad boy. So we'll get those entered in raffle on Monday.
Just make sure it's gonna be. We will fill these units, and they will be available for purchase. However, just to confirm that this is a limited run only, we're not gonna make them again. It's just for a special event that's coming up, and that's it. So once you have it, they're gone.
And it's gonna be just like this. So everything you see on here is what you're gonna get. So.
And if you want to, we can actually auction this off today as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
he doesn't even tell me this because I have a big mouth. I'll probably have told you guys already.
So this we're gonna auction today for the live show. We're gonna auction one of these marker off as well. So you can kind of set the standard on what's going on out there. You can wait to buy one of these limited run, or you can win an auction off this marker today. Or if you're lucky, get onto the Facebook page there, and
you can win one on Friday.
Win one on Friday.
So we'll start the raffle then. Right here at $100, custom edition limited run Storm. That's going to be raffled off on Friday as well, and then there will be, like he was saying, multiple limited run units available. There will be this exact same build. So you get the optic, the stock, the rear air, the same handguard, ergo grip, this exact look. You're ready to go. Wow, off to a good good start here. So, yeah, super excited about this. We'll get into the next stuff.
Next
the
up,
limited series.
Limited series.
So, I've been working on this. Well, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but holiday season is really busy for us. I've been testing a lot of stuff. KT's been working on a lot of stuff as always. So, I finally got around to doing it. We all love the movie John Wick. If you haven't seen it, I mean, I own both of them. I've watched them both about like 150 times. If you're a man, if you're a dude, I'm gonna say that. If you're a dude and you like gun movies and stuff that movies that are about kicking ass, that is like the best movie to watch. John Wick will do it. So I had some inspiration from his movie because the firearms world has been blowing up because of like all of the guns and stuff that they use in there. The airsoft world does the same thing. They're all blowing up, and they're starting to release guns and stuff like that are inspired by the movie. And I was like, KT, why don't we do John Wick inspired series? So I have built a couple markers here that are John Wick inspired. These are PTRs, of course. The highest end, because John Wick doesn't use no low end stuff.
With the skull point he has.
Yeah. But it has our new Crown Arms M-Lock handguards. Has the vertical grip. These are just like Tapco replica vertical grips. You have a metal Riz front sight, lion claw barrel. This is a 12-inch with the M4 birdcage muzzle brake. You have that rear air remote line adapter, of course, with that stock here that you see on the Stormtrooper gun, and then you have the cantilever mount. Well, not a cantilever mount, but it's a forward mount. This is a 4x32 red and green illuminated optic with the what do you call that? What's that?
Reticles?
The P4 reticle,
yeah.
Or mil dot reticle. One, I mix them up, but this will allow you to accommodate to multiple lengths on as far as the drop with first strikes. This marker is badass, super lightweight. For having the accessories and stuff on it, it's very well balanced. You got that extended magwell, of course, that lock bolt with the one-piece upper. A5 threaded, of course, with that line call. So if you want to put a one-shot on here, if you're going to be shooting FSR, you're going to be able to do that. And of course, like I said, you got those M-Lock handguards. This is brand new. This is the hottest thing in my opinion. I think M-Lock is the future as far as the AR style stuff goes. This thing's ready to go.
That's a 12 inches handguard, and this is called a blade, Crown Arms blade handguard.
Yeah,
it's available
Crown
on the
Arms
site
blades,
right now. You can get that.
So
that's the latest thing just came in.
Yeah, we just got these in. You guys can
Super
purchase
light.
those separately.
It's like I think a 10 ounce.
Yeah,
that's it.
You wouldn't even know this is on there. Honestly,
Yeah.
It's almost like just the barrel.
It's way actually less than the scope itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you got 4 QD attachments on this handguard alone. You got 2 on each side. That's the first one. That's the longer of the three. Yes, I said three. So the next one here, this doesn't have the buttstock, but you'll get the same buttstock. You got the Holotech replica with the another M-Lock handguard. This is a 9-inch with a 12-inch barrel with the M4 muzzle brake, just like in the movie, and you get a vertical grip here. We may not give you this one. We have to look see if we can get some more of these, but these were a special thing that we brought in. This is all metal, all metal right here. So this thing is sweet, man. And
it's cool looking, but it's not a combo. I prefer the Night Striker.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, the grip a lot better. It's lighter, it's smaller, it's compact. It looks cool, but it's not as comfortable as a Night Striker. Night Strike.
I agree. But for those of you that like that bigger, beefier front end, and the Night Strike doesn't give that to you, you'll be able to do that. This is definitely a shorter model, so you'll be able to. This is more for those CQB run and gun type players. Super nice. And then this one doesn't have a lower, but it will have this upper. This is another 9-inch. This is the key mod version with that M4 triangle front sight, 12-inch barrel with the birdcage M4 muzzle brake, and then of course the line claw barrel. But this one has an ACOG style red and green optic. The Holotech is also red and green.
Right.
It has a bigger reticle, but it's more for that CQB and low light situations. So the Holotech replica actual field of view is actually a little bit more tinted than this one, and then of course the other optics. So this is definitely for quick target acquisition, but you get that PTR lower, extended magwell, same buttstock and remote line adapter. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and we'll put those up on the website, and those will be available. Could we do right now? We're 468s. We don't have the stuff for them, right?
You talking about like production wise?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we do a 468 version and a PTR version?
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So
actually,
when
you do your, we put one together, and you can select PTR 468 when you order that, and you can select different uppers too. So there are 3 different upper there. You can select which upper you want to order, and you can select 468 or PTR, which one you want to do.
All right, so just to show the raffle gun one more time, what you guys are bidding on, it is the limited edition Storm gun. We're going to be raffling off one of these on Friday, but we're going to auction one off today. It's the first build that I did of it. You got that remote line adapter, rear air with the.
If you want air in stock, let us know. We can also change that for you. Add that for you. It's $50 different. You just pay for the tank, and we'll get you the tank and the stock. And your choice of options, because some people don't like the remote line. They're not going to hold you for it. You can just get the different option, and we can make it for you.
Then you got the 2x42 red and green dot optic. You got the ergo grip, so it limits that space. You can actually hold it here for really close quarter situations. DMAG Helix magwell, and then of course that new lightning bolt handguard with an 8-inch recon straight rifled barrel, and the S3000 muzzle brake here. So that's what you guys are bidding on right now. We're at $240 with Joe Simmons. Increments of 10, guys, and we'll do that until the end of the show here.
Wow. If you guys have more ideas on color-wise, we can custom these. We do a small run for you. Actually, we did this batch of limited run. Realized that we can actually build a lot more custom-built small production of it. So if you have some good ideas, shoot us an email, message us, and maybe we can implement that into one of our custom built, maybe build a small production of it, and then you can get a pretty cool setup. Beautiful, huh?
So one thing I wanted to talk about here, because yesterday I did make a post about velocity adjustment on the PPQ. We've been messing with this. I've been messing with that gun for like 2 weeks now. KT's been helping me when he has time in between stuff. And there is a way to do it, okay? We will tell you that. But what I found is that by doing it the way that it can be done, it does mess with the efficiency. So I don't want to release that yet, the video that we did yet, because we want to tinker around with it just a little bit more. But it can be done. It is definitely possible. It did work when we did it, but like I said, the efficiency will decrease significantly. We feel that there's a better way to do it, that it will not do that. So KT's been kind of took over and helped me a lot. He did some more testing with yesterday.
It definitely can be done. But what we're looking for is a consistent way of doing it. So when we actually show you guys how to do it, you actually do it yourself and not messing it up. We don't want it to happen. Or supply you a part that you can just plug and play. So right now what we did a couple different mods to it, and we get to work. I mean, if we were to use ourselves and for personal use, no problem, we can do it. But passing that knowledge to you guys and able to do repeat that take a little bit of tricks, and that's kind of hold us off to show you to do it at the moment. So, but
the takedown video is up on the YouTube page, and so is the magazine page. So a lot of people have been asking about the warranty, because I did not know that there was even an instruction manual in there, because I didn't know that they put it underneath the foam, which I don't know why they would do that, because no one knew that. Yeah, but
it's on the top of you. Assume you get the box and you're.
I got to talk to Cliff about that, but anyway, like I said, I showed you the disassembly because it does say that warranty and all that with disassembly, but we will be supporting those pistols. So I'm showing you exactly how to do it. As long as you put it back together, you're not going to have a problem. We will support the customers that purchase it from us. Excuse me. So you guys won't have an issue there. But the magazine is really simplistic. It's really easy to maintain, and that's where you really want to do your maintenance. You're not going to need to do any disassembly of the shell part of it, as far as like the components and all of that on the pistol part, because the maintenance needs to be done in the magazine. So,
well, so far there's really no other. Option at the moment. I mean, there's no other like reported failure on the PPQ. I mean, we haven't heard anything from anyone.
I haven't heard anything about
not breaking, not fail. I heard some issue about ball breaking, but most of the time it's just the ball itself, not the not caused by anything else. So not like leaking, not performance-wise or breaking or not functional, but just ball breaking. Other than that, it's pretty rock solid.
Be mindful too of the paint that you're buying and where you buy it from. 43 cal is notorious for poorly made paint. The paint that we sell here, though, the blue seems to work the best, in my opinion, just by the testing I've done here. So if you have the opportunity to purchase it from us, or you're going to get a PPQ from somewhere and you want better quality paint, get the blue, because I haven't had one break or anything and that's the only paint that I test with those pistols. So if you have the opportunity to get it from us, order yourself some of the blue 43 cal paint. Those seem to work the best. Let's see here.
You guys still do you? Who do I go to for ambassadors? You go to this man right here.
Yeah, you can, Jamie. You can email me, jonathan@mcsus.com. I'll put that in the comments here for you, so that way you all have it.
The lot of you guys been asking about the ambassador program. So basically, what's going on is that we want to support the team and the players that want to grow MagFed. So you go to your local fields and let them know you want to have MagFed games, and you're gonna need the support to do that, because a lot of people don't know about MagFed. You let us know the time and the date that you're doing the event. We're gonna give you a shout out, help you promote it. We contact other players, maybe they can come out and help you grow the sport, grow the game there. And if there's enough interest and you think that you need loaner markers, you can contact us and we'll get you loaner markers. It's not specific to one type of markers, just depends what you're looking for. You want one of each, we'll get you a package one of each. You looking for something simple, like most of the time we just loan out the bolt markers or the blizzard markers, or just something that for people to use for that day to hand out. We do ask for deposit, so to be accountable for, depends on based on what you're asking for. We do ask for deposit, so that way to make sure you take care of the equipment. Most of the time sometimes we hand it out to teams, and not to say that they are not taking care of them, but we just don't feel the account bills there. If you're a known team and we've been working with you for a long time, so we of course, right? But there are a lot of new teams that are coming up, and we stop growing the sport. Come on, Andre.
Andre, more people that come play, or more people that go to your games. Even though this is more people for you to beat up on. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
to
most
deter
of the
them
time,
from playing.
it's certainly not in your area, but there are a lot of the northeast and the northwest and midwest area where there's only a dozen of guys are playing. They're not enough. In the west coast we are, in the east coast you guys. I mean, just in the both sides, there are a lot of players, but right in the middle, these guys are they're dying for games, and they're barely getting 4 or 5. Even us here locally, right? We're right here in Gilroy, and within our facility, there's a field about 15 minutes away. And guess what? There's only 2 people playing MacFed there. And when we do, the last time that Michael, Tactical Mike, did an event there, they got 20 people showed up. So even that, it's still not as prevalent as it should be, and that's what we want to. That's what we want to do, is to help the teams that locally that gonna want to have more of the games. We'll give them the tools, the information, the most promotion aspect of it to able to bring the game up. We're not talking big games. We're not talking about a 100-player game. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about 20 on 20, 30 on 30. I think ideally in the MagFed games, about 40 players. You have enough people to shoot at you, and you have enough people to shoot at them. I mean, so that to me ideal fun. And most field, it's not that big. Most field is pretty small, and so they can kind of like a walk-on game. Like say you do a birthday party average about 20 players. So if you do a MacFed game, right, it's basically you have a deal with the field. Hey, you know what? I have a private event, a private party, and that's what you do. You have a private game with a group of players, and you have your own little field, and you play together, and that we call a MacFed game. So not like 0 Hour or Killer 6-9 or Dominion or N-War.
Very well organized games that have already a loyal following because of how great they're thrown and organized. So
and throwing a game, it's
a lot of work.
Yeah, it's commitment.
A lot of work.
Yeah, it's a true commitment. It's not just okay. Let's put together. You have to do it right. I mean, otherwise you have to get the prop ready, the story ready, get the field situated properly. Otherwise you can't play.
Hey, Callista, what's going on? Yes,
Ooh,
we do need to include more cowbell into our ambassador our ambassador rental packages. I agree with you, Callista. We definitely need to incorporate that. One thing too to clarify about the ambassador program, you don't need to use our products. This isn't to gather more fanboys. This is just to help you guys basically initiate some sort of community of MagFed in your area, and we help field owners, we help players, we help guys who run the games at fields. They contact us, and we help you guys in any way possible. It does not have anything to do with our products or trying to get people to buy our products.
You don't have to use any of our products.
Yeah, we have ambassadors that do not have one marker of ours or anything. They just show up with their guns, and they use the flags and the patches and the banners as promo to show that, hey, you know what, MagFed exists here at our local field. Because that's what happens. A lot of people, I speak to a lot of my ambassadors that reach out to me. They're like, hey, you know what, I went to my local field, I brought my MagFed gun, and everyone's like, what the hell is that? Like, you can't play that with that here. I've had literally ambassadors tell me, like, hey, you can't play with that airsoft gun here. And they've been like, this is an airsoft gun, this is a paintball gun. They'd be like, no, it's not. And then they show them that, yeah, here's my magazine, I put my paintballs in here, and then, then the field owner or the ref is like, what the hell? There's still a lot of field owners out there and a lot of people who don't know about MagFed. They don't know that even the TMC exists. You know what I'm saying? Like, our community is in a good place right now where it's on the verge of breaking through barriers, and now we're getting phone calls here from field owners locally all up and down California asking us, like, hey, how can we get MagFed here? Like, how can we get a game initiated? How can I bring more players to my field through MagFed? And that's really cool to hear.
And it needs some know-how to set that up. You just don't want to build a field for MagFed in the same setting as Hopper. It doesn't work like that. MagFed requires certain finesse to it to get the right field, the right setting to make it fun and exciting. Another thing I want to say, if you're flying our banners too, it's kind of nice that let people see that MagFed is here. So a lot of times, that's what we say. You fly the banner, people gravitate around there. They say, okay, MCS is here. There got to be someone playing MagFed here, so we can visibly see you, and they come and find you. And
that's usually what happens. I mean, at Kilo 6-9, there was guys that had the flag, and they're like, oh, hey, Like there's guys that literally outside of like Dusty and Timothy Brooks, Rondo Khan, and all those other guys that have our markers, but there's guys that have T15s or Milsigs, and they just have the flag, and they're like, "Hey, do you know how to work on an MCS marker?" Like they just they're guilty by association almost by just having the banner. But like I said, it's a visual marking that's going to allow people to know, like, hey, you know what? There is someone, like, there's an MCS flag. Like, obviously, there is people that are playing MagFed here to put that flag up. So that may, one, entice them to get a MagFed marker of whoever they want, and then that will help that community locally to you grow exponentially.
And to be clear, we support all MagFed markers. Any marker you use, any brand, any make, it doesn't matter. And if we are at an event and you see us at an event and you have an issue with your marking, you always bring to us and we can help you out and fix it. We'll do it for you. We did it numerous times with almost every event we go to. There gotta be somebody have their marker down. We either help, if we can't fix it for you right in there, we lend you one of ours to go play and come back, and you can, perhaps even fix it and pick up yours. If not, then at least you're not out for the game. I know you guys travel far and near, spend a lot of money to go to this event, and the last thing we want to see is having you out of a game because you have a marker from failure. Not just ours or any manufacturer. We don't care. Just come see us, and we'll get you the equipment you need to get you in the game. That's what we. That's one of the reasons why we kind of want to go and kind of make it a point to go to events, so that way we make sure that you guys can take care of that. A lot of events we want to go to, but we can't. But the one we go to, we really want to take care of everyone. Yeah.
And if I could work on a Milsig and a T15, I would. I mean, I would do that, but I just don't have anyone to teach me that here at this facility. So, like I said, it's just about helping you guys grow the community as best as you can. Whether you use our products or you have an ambassador code or not, that's irrelevant. Those are just perks that you can utilize to your advantage to help grow the community in your area.
I have some marker I can show you how to work on those guns.
Oh yeah?
We don't think there's not enough repair here for him to have a chance to learn. So we have Blizzard, and we have 468, all this gun here that he didn't really have a chance to learn how to fix other markers, but I do know how to work on those guns. And not much on the not much on the Milsigs as much. I have not dealt too much, but on the T15 I know pretty well. I helped fix a marker about 2 weeks ago. I forgot the guy's name is. He's with he was at the Falcon War event, and helped him fix his marker, and off he goes, and he was happy. But that's beside the point, right? We want to get players to stay in the field. Like I said, you guys
stay on the field.
Yeah, stay in the field.
Nothing's worse than going paintballing and then spending the whole day fixing a gun. That's not.
I mean, like I said, the equipment do fail. I have to say that every equipment fail one point or the other. Some fail sooner than the other. But I would recommend that you take the patience and time to kind of learn your equipment. Have a backup plan if you have a failed unit, or have extra parts to fix it right in there. Know your equipment well enough so that way you're able to overcome any problem you have. It's like I said, just like anything, it will fail, especially pneumatic system. An O-ring crack, you're gone. O-rings kind of nicks, you are gone. You have bad oil that can eat up your O-ring, you're gone. Air tank, I mean, there's so many little nuance can cause your equipment failure. So know it well so that we can overcome it. That's what I recommend.
Exactly.
And there's a way to learn it, right? So you can go on the web, you can search on, how to, any markers, manufacturer. There are videos that you can learn how to take it apart and put it together. So don't be afraid of taking your marker apart. Just kind of follow the video. Like say a month before you go to an event, so that way if you messed up, you have a month to kind of resolve it with our tech support, or you need a part or something sent to you. You still have that time. Don't wait till the day before, a week before to do. Oh no, I messed something up, and by the time it's too late. Next thing you know, you have to air in a part or this and that. It can get costly really quick, so recommend not to do it the week before. Try to do a month before.
And we know, guys, that our videos are not the best editing quality or the best movie quality, but we're just trying to get the information as precise and concise as possible to you guys. He did manuals back in the day, and people get manuals all the time, and then what happens is they don't read it. They just toss it to the side. It gets thrown away with the box. So by doing the video, we could at least show you visually what's going on. They may be long, they may be kind of boring, but at least you know that it's there for reference. Like for me,
There's
I'm
a
a
one
visual
page.
learner.
Yeah, there's a one page user manual. Just kind of give you the basics, what not to do and what to do, and that's it. But most people, that's all their attention span can handle. So it's a one page user manual, and then at the bottom it would have a URL for you to go to, and then you can you can just go to the link, and then it would have the video for you, and then you can follow through the video.
You want to show the raffle marker one more time?
Yes, the raffle markers. This is the Storm custom built marker. We actually have this same marker is being auctioned today, and we also have you doing a limited run series on these markers. And if you want to win a free one, we have a raffle contest going on right now on our Facebook page. Just go to the Facebook page and then the MCS Facebook page, and you can see the bunch of bodies of this Storm. And if you like the page, of course, most of you like already. So you just guess what's the name of the Storm marker gonna be. What we're gonna name it? What's the name what's the name it's gonna be? And then share the post. And then all the people who guess correctly will go into a pool of raffle, and we just draw out on Friday. So hopefully you guys participate in that and win a pretty decent performance marker. It's cool looking, and I would think this most gonna be a safe queen. You have that and put in the safe somewhere and take it out for the Unoa.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a marker you bring out in the field and be like, hey, what is that? Right. You know, so definitely a must-have for you guys out there that collectors of stuff. All right, so moving forward, I think it's a good time. We're already almost an hour in now. Well, not an almost total hour, but an hour from when starting. Talk about the post earlier that KT had written. There was just to my involvement in this, there was someone who sent me a screenshot of a post that went up in the Karmatech owners group, and it stated again about us, or MCS in general, or KT specifically, taking the 20-inch barrel from the Karmatech, or David Williams, and so KT made a post and addressed that. So
yeah, I think I went over it too far. The last post somebody messaged me that I went a little bit too far. I apologize. I think I went a little bit too far addressing it. So I'll probably go back and kind of change that a little bit there. But in the past, a lot of people post up information, and I didn't go there and defend it. I didn't say anything. So a lot of times people, construe that as a fact, and we'll let it go. And it's kind of built up over years, and we got a lot of hate throughout the world because of that. Because some people, when your silence is admit of guilt, right? So now, rather than we'll kind of change the pace a little bit, rather than being silent on those issues, kind of speak out, hey, this is not what it is. And of course, we got a lot of flack on that because people don't want to hear it. But I definitely can accept the hot seats here for anyone that bring the beef up. I'm not gonna sit there and kind of stay silent on issues that affect the community. I'm not gonna affect the MCS and gonna affect the reputation that we're trying to build and for the sports. If an error has been made, apology would be taken, and that would solve it. But cannot just kind of stick the neck out and not say anything and accept that to be true and let it go. Nowadays, with the social media time where information is so quick and fast and so interconnected, we are like a snap of a finger and you can send a message across the world. And with false information kind of floating around, it can be detrimental for the future of what we're doing, and we definitely do not want that to happen.
Well, I mean, like you said, there in the past, I wasn't with the company when the things happened, but when you work so hard to eliminate a past that whether you did things wrong, which we've already talked about and apologize for and tried to make it better, and that, like I said, with the past 2 years I've been with this company, I know for a fact that we have went above and beyond and offer a lot more than any of our competitors in this industry. to help you guys, the players, be more successful with not just our products, but with just MagFed in general. So with this post and things like that, when you say it in a private group that KT didn't have any access to because he was banned from it, that information is not fair, because what happens is exactly what he was saying. Someone's going to take that information, and then what happens is one person who listened to it or witnessed it is now going to tell another person. And then what happens is, and you guys have all seen it on the groups all the time, we post up something, and then somebody that doesn't like us always, and it's pretty much the same guys all the time, will bring up something in the past that has already been rectified, but they don't know because they don't follow anything that we're doing. They don't watch the show. They don't look at our Facebook. They don't care because of that one thing that happened years ago. So that's what we've spent a lot of time, especially about 2 years ago, and when I first started, we spent a lot of time and effort and probably sometimes money into negating all of these negative and misinformed information.
To clear the air.
To clear the air, exactly.
Especially when we're not able to address them. And like I said, people will think it's true, and like the way that was posted that Hammerhead taken the 20 inches barrel from David Williams. I mean, reading into that seemed like we're taking something from somebody. If we're taking something from somebody, let us know.
It's really hard. It's really hard to steal something from somebody when it's not theirs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different thing. If your opinion is because he and MCS acquired Hammerhead that they're supposed to take over everything that may or may not have happened with the previous owner, that's not how the world works, unfortunately. Like it's not about being right. It's just about you don't accuse somebody of stealing without proof. You can't go to a store and shoplift and then get arrested if they can't prove that you have stolen anything. It's not going to hold up with any crime. It doesn't matter. So, I mean, that was the premise of his post. That's what the point that was trying to be made with all of that is, listen, this marker is for everybody. This barrel is for everybody. It's not just for one marker, which was the fact for a couple years, that the SAR 12 was the only marker that could shoot that barrel. And we've done it with the DMR. You guys have seen it. It has not affected any efficiency or tank efficiency or anything like that. It actually stabilized FPS. We're going to do more testing and more videos now that we have the final product in. Before we only had the prototype.
Right.
But we will do a video of the 14, 16, 18, and 20 to show you the deviations between that.
Right.
And which marker would probably be optimal for those barrels. Now, the PTR, the 468, may be not the most optimal for that based off of David Williams' testing, because he does know a lot about that stuff, and I respect him for everything that he does for the community. But to say that you own something that you really didn't and then accuse somebody else of taking it from you, that was wrong. That is what, like he was saying, we needed to clear up, because what people are going to think is, well, and people are already thinking it in the group, is we stole stuff. If someone had brought up, crap 4 and be like, oh, it doesn't surprise me that they would steal something from you, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, when you don't give facts on the internet, and even with facts, people don't listen either. But, you gotta really, we have to be able to defend ourselves in that, and that's exactly what we've been doing. People may not like that or think that's not professional, but that, like you said, when we don't say anything, that's usually a sign of weakness, and it's a sign of guilt, and that's the way people will definitely take that information. So if we have to say, hey, you know what, that's not true, here's the information, what you do with it from that point on is up to you. But if you don't have information, don't accuse anyone of doing things unless you have that proof.
And to be upfront, I have contacted Dave William about this. So I messaged him and saying, hey, what you're posting up is wrong. This is months ago, and you don't have any information regarding your agreement with the previous owner of Hammerhead, and he didn't have any information at all. So this been addressed to him personally, and I would thought that the issue has been quenched and out of the way, but yet he still continued to post up negative things about what we're doing. And
that was today. This isn't like
yeah.
this was a post from last week and I just got it. Like this was today. So, and we have addressed this issue with Dave Williams earlier in the show.
I wanted to get onto his blog and then address it right there, but I'm blocked. And I can't even go in there and defend the false information that's being posted. That's why I post on my personal page to kind of address the issue. But I think that's enough said. We always like to take this opportunity, kind of this show, to kind of bring the transparency of what we're doing. People saying we lie, people saying that we're misinformed. We've kind of taken a different approach since the beginning of the year. The beginning of this year, when we start doing live stream, trying to tell you guys what we're doing, what we're planning to do. Some information we don't really ready to disclose, of course, so we don't kind of give it to you. But issue like this, we won't be upfront about it. That way, transparency actually will be a lot easier for us to work with than having to keep this in the dark.
And if you ever want to contact us because you're upset about something, feel free to do it. My information's all over our website.
We're both
and all
online.
The videos.
Get onto our website. You can hit us on chat. We're here on the page, and just hit us up on Facebook, and we're everywhere. So I go to a lot of events too. So if there's something that we've done you wrong, just just put me aside. Hey, KT, this is what happened, and I will do everything in my power to make it right for you. You have my commitment, my promise that I will set it right for you if we've done you wrong. So that's my promise to you if that has occurred.
So I mean, like you said, it enough of that situation. But like you said, we want to talk about it. There is a 20-inch barrel available. It's
a lot of people waiting for it. I mean,
I
I get message almost on a daily basis when you have the barrel. I need this for my Hammer 7. I need this. I need that. And it took us a long time. Why it took a long time? You have to make the tools for it. You have to make all these subsequent things to set it up properly. You don't just hit the button. Like talking about to make a product, you have to have a tool to hold the product in place while you're cutting it. So that takes time, and it's a long thing. So you have to design a tool to hold it properly, to make it stable, to cut it, to make a good product. And we can make a good product, but to make a good product, especially with this name of the game, where precision, accuracy, it's the name of the game now. Especially for First Strike and Shape Brown in the making. It's not like it was used to be, where you just make stuff and off it goes on the shelf. But it's not like that anymore.
And it's not even, like I said, we've made more products for other markers than our own than any other company on the market. I mean, these barrels come in autococker, spider, and a 5-threaded.
Right.
Like this is, if we were trying to take over the market or capitalize on somebody else's design, why would we make it for other people's stuff? It's just like, it's little things like that honestly people overlook, and because of their specific individual feeling towards us specifically, it's wrong. And that's kind of an unfortunate thing to see on the internet, but it happens. We would like, honestly, like we've talked about it a million times, we would like to play nice with every single person, even our competitors. That means First Strike, Karmatech, Milsig, MaxTac, all these companies. But if it came down to it, not everyone's willing to do that, and we try. KT, I know, works his ass off, and I admire all that stuff for all the products that he makes for universally, like the PDW stocks, the barrels, and all that stuff. Like that's not just for that doesn't just benefit us, it benefits players that don't even use our product, So I mean, it's hard. It does, when you get passionate, because I'm passionate about what I'm doing here, it's difficult to see that, because people just want to take one experience that happened to them years ago.
I would stay here so late last night, and I got home, my wife almost wanted to divorce me. I swear, man. Came home and oh man, I feel so bad. Sometimes she call me, so when you be home, I said, be 10 minutes, right? So carry away and be home like 2 hours later. But last night went a little bit too far, so
he has to leave after the show immediately.
Oh man, it was bad.
My wife does the same thing. Don't even worry about it. But
no, it was really bad yesterday. So if I get divorced because of doing late night mad scientist thing, it's gonna.
That means I have to move KT into the loft over here at the office. So
It's terrible.
But you know, that's what I'm saying. We want to help everyone in this community. I think what we do here and what every competitor of ours does, and I'm just going to say partner, because we're all partners in this community. Everyone's
it's so
doing
small.
something.
It's so small, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been telling everybody that this is one of the few sport that is so small that's less than, even you look at MFW markers, right? They're less than 5 handful. I mean, look at us, MCS, you got Music at MaxTech, you got First Strike, and you have your
SAR 12.
SAR 12. I mean, 5, 6. If you count Diadem 2, that's 6. Or it's not enough. And
compared to the probably over 1,000
thousands
speedball guns that have came out over the years since 1980.
And each manufacturer has only 1 or 2 the most, and that's it. I mean, talking about variety. The variety it's ridiculous. I mean, you're hardly getting variety. You're talking about performance. Performance actually pretty decent. I think with the performance where it is, you're talking about modability. It's nowhere near to what's out there, and we need to grow that. The only way to grow that is to get more players out there, to get more people involved.
You got to gimmicks. I mean, you got to do something to get people to play the game and stop, talking about this and that. Like, just play.
Right.
And I've been seeing that this past week on a lot of the groups. Is people are just like, stop the complaining, stop the bitching,
That's
just
true.
get out and play paintball.
I see a lot of posts.
Yeah,
about
and it's true. It really is. And that the post that we did today was not to do that, not to stir the pot, but it's just we have to defend ourselves. Like, we are probably the most hated company in all of the industry. I will put that out there. Like, we know, trust me. But if we don't have the opportunity to defend ourselves, that's not really fair. So, I mean, that's the only thing that we're trying to do. And we told you when we first started the show, I told KT when we started the show, if we're going to do this, we'd be transparent, 100%. If we do something wrong, we say, hey, you know what, we did something wrong. We got to fix it. And we will. And that's what we've been doing. I mean, we've had customers call in and talk to me because they watched a show that had a bad incident or a bad experience 3 years ago, before I was even here, and knew the names of who he talked to. He wrote it all down and talked about this and didn't get this happen for him, and I fixed it for him. And now he's purchased almost every month. He's gotten something new, and that's happened to multiple customers. So we're not afraid of helping other people.
I would say that it went to the wrong person. We have a bad, poor group of individuals in the organization that wasn't care what they do. They saw it as a job. They didn't see it as a passion. They didn't have the passion to do what we do. I kind of have the passion to make stuff, and I was in the background. I wasn't in the foreground. I was in the background making all these things happening, and I didn't know a lot of the issues that occurred. And so with a smaller group now, there's only a handful of us that deal with directly with the outside, with the customers, with the problems. We hear everything and know everything.
Yeah.
So
that's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
It is. I mean, we're super busy, right? We're super busy. We do everything. I engrave barrels. I draw them up. I do videos. I do all kinds. I'm A to Z. I take pictures. I put them to the site. I coat I just set up the website. I mean, do all kind of stuff. So, and that way we're able to kind of get closer with you guys. So we know what you guys experience. You know what you're needing. And you know what you're asking for. We're able to be there for you, and we'll take care of that right away. Rather than your wait. No, it just if you have a problem, okay, let me take care of it for you right there and then. Not just wait for you to. Oh, you have to fill this paperwork out. You have to do this, do that. You just let us know that way. Just one stop for getting issue resolved. Not let me give to my manager. Let me give to right person. You always speak to right person whenever you have a problem with us.
So, well, like I said, we thank you guys for your support. I mean, honestly, being hated is a good thing because it means that we are doing something right. And the only part that and personally that I don't like about it is because I would like to help that person that had the wrongdoing done to them. That would be what I would be trying to do. But I mean, you can't help everyone, and we know that.
Yeah.
I mean, we honestly cannot change everyone's idea about certain things, and that's fine. That doesn't matter. But
thank you, Chris Quince. Appreciate that. I remember that you sent it in, got it fixed for you, sent it back out. I'm glad to have a chance to take care of you. Like I said, you guys have any problem with any product, even product we don't support anymore, let us know. If we can help you, we'll help you. We can't, just let you know, hey, we can't do that anymore. But if we able to, we'll do everything that takes we can.
How did it? Did you say we're hiring or something?
No, not yet. We're
Everyone's
still
talking about sending a resume in and everything.
no, we're not ready for it yet. We're not ready for prime time. We still have a lot of work that we have to do in house to clean our act together, create the proper process and procedure for us to take care. Take care of you guys in the long term. Right now, it's still a mess. If I turn the camera around you, there's like I think Mike, Taco Mike, who did the video the other day. I got tables and table parts. We still work to clear it up. It was mentioned I have pallets, and we moved here to this facility about 5 years ago. Still
haven't been unloaded.
Unloaded yet. So yes, we are under manpower, but at the same time, the industry has not grown enough for us to do more. I do only about a few things at a time, so we can only take up one project at a time. Right now, like I think last time I said, my number one focus right now is to get the shape projectile out into the industry. You know, a lot of you guys been messaging me about that, and that's exactly what I'm working on. I'm working on not just making the shell, I'm working on the machine, I'm working on the process of sealing it, I'm working on how to handle the packaging the way. Yes, and I love the packaging. It took us like a month to decide how the packaging be how your rounds gonna be loaded in the packaging. You're gonna love it, and you can thanks to Jonathan and Valerie for that. They kind of I kind of give them this idea, and they said no, and then yeah, and then after like a week of deliberation, we actually came up with a pretty decent, awesome idea to package the rounds. And we'll show you guys the first package that we show on the show. We're gonna show you guys exactly how we're gonna package around. You're gonna love it. It's a new, awesome, different way of packaging projectile.
All right, so we'll go through the auction market
Okay.
one more time. We'll go till, you want to say 5:45? We're at 5:36 right now.
5:45. Make it shorter. Say make it
5:40.
5:40. 4 more minutes, guys.
4 more minutes.
Jamie
5:40.
Verrera, it's a 270 right now. You guys are bidding for this awesome storm marker, custom built, limited run. We only do not too. I don't know how many. We lost count how many we made, but we only did a limited run of these, and we also have a raffle going on, a free raffle going on the site right now. You go to MCS Facebook page and look for the post with a bunch of bodies. And if you want to win this marker, one of these marker on Friday, you just guess the name of this marker, what it's gonna be, and we will put your name into the pool of people who guess it right, and we'll able to win one of these markers.
All right,
John Miles, Q&A.
Q&A. Go
All right,
ahead. Ask away.
Ask away.
Ask away. All right, 5:37, guys. At 5:40, we're going to end the auction.
You
So
got
we're at
3 minutes.
270. You got 3 minutes right
yeah.
now. So when it's 5:40 for us, not 5:40 for you guys.
So if you are the winner, you can choose, if you want the air in stock, you can choose the tank. You paid $50 more, you buy the tank, and we put in any buttstock you want with the guy bar and everything. So it's really good upgrade if you don't like the remote line. We give that option to you because we don't want to make where it's fixed and you have to take this off and buy another tank. It's kind of waste. We don't want that waste. We want to really help you guys out and trying to minimize that loss, that waste as possible. So you can let us know if you want the air in stock with the we have 4 different buttstock: the TCA, the MCA, the SCA, and the DMA. And come with 13 CI buttstock, 13 tank, and the guy bar and the little attachment below here. Oh, and you can also have a choice of the universal buttstock guy too. So you have a choice of that too if you want that. You have a slew of a couple different options there to configure your marker.
Are the Lion Claw barrels flex honed?
I don't know how they are honed. I believe they hone. They have a honing machine that they run through back and forth until it's clear, and then they take that out. But I don't. That's what the last time I set it up, but I don't know how it's exactly being done right now. I have to check on that for you, John.
The hand's right here, guys. We keep it. I keep it below so you guys can see what it's doing down there. all George, all Bill Clinton style. If you guys know where I'm going with that. Have you metal extended Hurricane Magwell? Limited future possibility. I don't think we ever thought about that.
Metal extended Q-loader work through the Magwell. Yeah, Chris, we have not tried that. Maybe we'll have to look into that a little bit more, see if we can implement that. Metal extended Hurricane Magwell, probably not. It's a lot of work to make a Magwell. You can't just you have to make a mold.
One second.
Yeah.
Jamie Rivera, congratulations, my friend. You won the auction. So go ahead, just message me directly if you have me on Facebook. If not, message the Facebook page, and we'll get you the invoice sent over. So congratulations, buddy.
Do it soon. I'd like to get this to you out by Friday. It'll be a great celebratory day for that. Having this on that day.
Rondo Khan, can I borrow the Hydra prototype to test the game? Get in line, my friend. Let's see here.
Better Vortex Magwell. Tom, I think we can do that. Right now, I have two projects in front of right now is the you have your I have the tornado. I want to knock that out of the park first, and then I have the shape rounds. Once I'm done with two, definitely the Vortex Magwell. You're right. That's one of the one of the product that Omar didn't have direct control over. His assistant was helping him, and he didn't make much adjustment as should be. But you're definitely right. I would definitely make the that improve that Magwell. That's one of our top things to do to improve the product.
Andrew Grind, I'm sorry. Have you tested a 20-inch hammerhead through a Hammer 7? We don't have a Hammer 7 here to test with, which would be difficult.
I think I have one in the corner there.
Really?
Yeah, I think I have. I traded somebody with a Hammer 7 marker. I was at D-Day about 3-4 years ago. This kid came in and he won a 468, and he just got a Hammer 7, and he was hanging around like almost all week at the store, and he finally had the courage to come up to me and ask me if he can trade in his Hammer 7 for a 468. I gave him a decent amount of credit, I think like $250, something like that. He paid the difference for a 468. So I do have one as a trade-in. So I'm gonna double check that, and we'll shoot it, and we'll let you know how it performs.
Andrew, though, it's the price to know how it'll perform.
Let me answer the price. The price is not. I know you guys saying it's pricey. It is true for a barrel. It's very pricey, but there's a lot. We know that we're not gonna be able to sell a lot of those barrels. Only bolt action. I would recommend anything longer than a 14 inches should be in a bolt action or something, a sniper, but not on a semi version. Semi version, it's you don't really need it, gets in the way. But we don't make that many of those barrels, the 20 inches. So cost production is like way up. You know, plus we have to make the tools, the holder, and everything for it. I understand what you're saying. It's $178 is quite a few bucks for it. But we don't make that many. We make like 20 units of spider barrel. We make 20 of the autococker just to have it. I mean, every single one have to make a set of a tool. It's a lot of investment, and we put that investment up ahead. Hopefully, that you guys would make a purchase. So,
because we do have a DMR that we're going to release,
right,
that has it pre-built on it. So,
well,
that's
actually, the
thing.
DMR PTR, there's an option for the 20 inches barrel. You can actually choose that option. It's on the site. So what we're gonna do is it's been turned off because we don't have the barrel yet. So now it's in. We're gonna be able to turn on that option for you to select that 20 inches barrel. But yeah, it's like I said, the cost is quite. It's a lot to make. If you once again to manufacturing and machining, the upfront cost is enormous. Unless you do like a scale, right? You do like 1,000 units, 2,000 units, and you can offset those expenses into cost per unit, but you're not making like a lot. If you can guess how many DMR out there and how many of the SAR out there, that's not a whole lot. You know, a few hundred the most. But you're talking about barrels. The barrels go by the thousands, right? You go zoom, you make by the thousand or by the hundreds of thousands, not 50 or 20. Honestly, I don't get Excuse me, guys. We only did 20 of the auto copper barrel and only 20 of the spider barrel. So that's why the cost is quite a lot. That's the honest answer of why it costs a little bit more.
Chris Quince, I have always welcomed guest builds. You just need to message me and tell me what you want and what marker you want to build it on, and I can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we have to bring in the parts, we can source them, and then if it works, it works. If not, we'll do a special guest build release and sell it.
If not, you end up buying it.
Yeah. But I've always been open to that. So if you guys have any recommendations for builds or anything like that or inspiration, send me exactly what you want and I'll get close to it and I can build it for you. We do custom built markers here. So we got guys that come in the store all the time that want custom built stuff, and you can come in. You just tell me or KT your budget, and we'll build a marker within your.
We do that all the
parameters.
time. People, I have $500. I want to build a gun like this, and we take a photo, and then off you go, and you love it, and then we send it out. It's actually fun to do.
Yeah, it's very fun.
And we ask you you want used product, moderately used, open box accessories if you want. You don't mind having a used part. We can build quite a few markers. Quite a few systems, not quite a few, but a cool, decently built with not new part. Because we have a lot of these parts that came in. They're not used or anything. They're just from our lobby. When we built a gun, they didn't get sold. We take the accessory apart, the scope, the rail, the mount. We put it on a table and then wait for the next build. Because we're to choose and something like this, right? We don't want to use just any muzzle brakes. We want to use the muzzle brakes make sense. Scope wise, you don't just put any scope on. We make a scope that makes sense and buttstock and so on. So we have this table, have hundreds of different accessories on there, and we kind of pick and choose, kind of decide which one is the best combination and the best looks for it. So, like I said, if you guys don't mind, of course we're gonna let you know that's not new. We're not gonna try to get to something that's open box or used and pass as new. We always kind of inform you, hey, this is not new. It has some minor scratch in there, so you'll be informed. So that way you not feel like, oh, you're getting something less the value that you're paying for.
Daniel Pollock, go ahead and email me, buddy. I'll find out what's going on with your Blizzard. But 4,500 and 3,000, that's just the capacity of the tank. That has nothing to do with. Those are both compatible with both those markers. If your marker is burp firing, what maybe happened is either poor lubrication or there's some type of restriction within the internals there. But just email me, give me all the details regarding or a video, and I'll get you squared away, bud. No problem. Let's see here. Will you guys be coming to Fold the Gap next year? I want to. I wanted to go this year.
We do want to. What do we have
tough.
this year? This year we have a game up here, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, this year we have the game up here. That's why we could not go, but definitely we want to go. This year we have we have that game of Battlefront Paintball.
Yeah.
That's why we couldn't have made it out there. But definitely we need to be out there.
Timothy Brooks, your budget's 100. I got a sweet rubber band gun build for you.
We definitely can build a $100 gun.
It's a rubber band build. It'll shoot 3
build.
rubber bands.
We have some markers that are less than new, and we're definitely able to build you guys some inexpensive system if your budget allow.
Oh yeah, a graveyard section of the website with all the used gear. That'd probably be maybe a good idea. There's a lot of work though.
No, it's hard, John. The reason I have to take a photo of it, take a picture of it. Photo, edit, post. It's a lot of work, and pricing is hard too. And that's why originally when we moved our website, we were planning to keep the old website, the raffle website, to sell all the clearance stuff and the used stuff. And a lot of people would go in there and they could not find things, and they were buying different things and they're having questions. So we decided to that's why we have a clearance section on the new site. We kind of brought everything over. That was a pain. We could have just moved the entire thing over, but we kind of really trying to move stuff one at a time, and it turned to a nightmare. So
we will be at Dominion this year,
yes.
Patrick. That's one of our big events that we'll be at.
So the next 5 events for the next 5 months, you guys know for sure. 1 in January,
SHOT
Show. Number 2, Extravaganza. So you guys in Virginia, stop by, say hi. We'll meet up. In March, We have Dominion in April. We think we're looking at an event. We have not have something in April yet, but the problem with
Rondo Khan's event, I think, was in April.
okay,
And the Living Legends or Dreaded Legends, whatever, one of the CPX events,
Okay.
that's actually in May.
okay, May.
There's 3 events in
Three
May.
event in May. The Living Legends in May. Oof. So in May we have
Super Game,
0 Hour,
and now
I think we'll have to split
CPX
up.
event.
I think we'll have to split up. One of us.
One of us is going to split in half.
Well, I know 0 Hour and Super Game are on the same weekend.
Yeah, they're on the
so
same
I think
weekend.
we'll have one of us. We've got to go split up and go to different event. So and then we have with Living Legend. It's also another event too. So we have to dance around with that a little bit and see which one we can hit. But
Our calendar's stacked. Our calendar
To the
is
toe.
absolutely
Yeah.
stacked. Every month, we're doing something, going somewhere. So it's going to be a busy year. That translates to a positive
Mm-hmm.
assurance that the community is growing into a beautiful, beautiful thing. So that's really cool. I hope this year is going to be very exciting, I think, for MagFed community as a whole. So
Rodan, go to pb-event.com. That is the website for Extravaganza. Oh, by the way, Extravaganza this year, they're going to do a shooting competition at Paintball Extravaganza. And we're going to be hosting a competition. So if you guys know, I've not done, we're still trying to finish our flyer for that portion of the event. So if you know any field or store going out there, tell them that they got to try the MCS shooting competition there. And there's a lot of prize and gift going to be given out to players or shooters that participate in that. Clone yourself. Yeah, I'm waiting for. You know that a while ago
he invested in a Kickstarter for that.
the Star Trek Enterprise, the Star Trek show where they have the replicator. And we need one of those. The STL drill, we are going to make some change on the STL drill a little bit. That's what I'm waiting on to do. When we did the last couple drill that we did, we have a lot of interference with the sound, the timer. Sometimes when the shooter's up and there's a shot in the background, and it picked up that. And so we're gonna change the drill a little bit so that way we're gonna implement a system where the last shot will stop the timer, and that way we can have more accurate time. We're gonna start implement that in about 2 months' time. I think the first one gonna be at Extravaganza. We're gonna explain how it works. We bring the drill there, and we'll explain how it works, because we're building a timer. We're building a system to kind of manage that, so that way it's be consistent, and it's requiring no proctor, right? You just stand up, get to the line, you push a button yourself, and it go click and go boom boom boom. You're done. You just read out the time. You go to the table. You enter the time. You may what we're probably gonna do is we have the person behind you, right? The person behind you will enter a time for you, and then while you go up there and you clean the target up and then set it back. And by the time you come back, it's ready. The next person go shoot. The person behind is gonna clock the time, enter it in. That way it's self-regulating, and plus it's faster, because some of the one that we did, it required 2 of us to do it, and it's kind of take away from the flow of the competition, and a lot of people want to go through. We cannot go through everybody in such a short amount of time. So this time we're rethink after that doing a couple events. We're gonna rethink this process a little bit, make it where it's better for the competition, make it cleaner, easier to run. Because most of the time when we go to an event, there's one of us out there. Last time we went to Falcon War, they were asking, can we do the drill? I said, yeah, I'm just by myself, and I cannot run the booth and do the drill. Same thing at N-War 8. I'm trying to do both, and I could not do it. So we're gonna make a system where it's one person you can do yourself, and the next person kind of entering the time. That way, it's self-regulating, and plus, I'm very sure the shooter will be honest. The phone, they don't enter the wrong time or anything, but it's pretty self-regulating, and I would say it would be a lot easier for fields to implement the system as well. They don't have to have anybody to kind of watch the drill, so that way you kind of in the future would like to. The goal is to have these drill right there show up, and you're able to go through the drill, and you can able to compete your time against everybody else in the world. Be awesome. You can rank. That's our plan.
All right. I don't got anything else. What do you got?
That's pretty much it. I guess great idea on the spline section and this and the O section and U section. Let me think about it. How we're gonna implement it. I will implement that in for you guys on how to get. Like I said, we have tables and tables of parts that we definitely could find a good home, could find a good marker to be sitting on, but end up on the table. Let us put our head together and find a good way to do it. The cloth. Couldn't have hooked up the computer to record automatically. It can eventually, yes, but we don't have the hardware, the software, and eventually, if it goes well, if the competition goes well, and a lot of people participate in, we can invest more into it. Right now, a lot of people don't like. Don't want to participate, and they may not like what we're doing, and so not everyone wants to participate. So we don't want to invest into software, hardware, and everything else, and end up like nobody want to do it. So it will be a poor investment on our side right now. That's why we're gonna do it the way that can be somewhat manual, but at the same time, it will get the drill going, get the competition going. In the long term, of course, especially like say we do a regional contest, a regional competition, and then maybe even like a world competition or a nation, or like a state. Everybody, the top shooters of every state or every group, go to compete. Yeah, maybe that we can implement that.
All right, guys. Well, we thank you very much for hanging out with us every Wednesday. We appreciate the support from all of you guys that watch us, and then also, bat for us in the on the groups and stuff like that. We really do appreciate it, and we appreciate you reaching out to us when you see things like that to bring it to our attention, because, like I said, it's very important to us that we get an opportunity to defend ourselves and acknowledge if we did do something wrong. So that's the biggest thing. So transparency, like I said, we're going to continue doing what we're doing. There are going to be a lot of people that have problems with it, but unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. We're going to be here for you guys, and we're going to continue doing what we're doing for you guys, because because of what you guys do, that's what's going to keep us around a lot longer.
Right.
So I thank you guys personally. I thank you guys on behalf of MCS. We look forward to reaching out with you guys next week on the MFW show. Stay tuned. We got 31 guns still going. Coupons are still available. I'm not going to tell you how close we are. I know a lot of people are asking, but you can still get coupons, and then we will cut it off and announce that we are at the cap.
We are the system can run on its own. By the way, on that we enter the number of units available. Once it hit that empty, it just gonna be out of stock. So that's how we track it. And on the system, we're not gonna try oversell more than it actually is. We don't, we're doing this for you guys to win, to have fun. At the same time, get some funds so we can make more of these raffle for you guys. I think it's quite awesome that we have. We like it because it's every day we get to do a live stream, and it's quite interactive. So we definitely just a repeat for us now into the future.
It's cool to see people's reaction too when they win. I mean, we've got a lot. We've had a couple, like Douglas Gloff. He's in here watching. He won a marker. We've had guys that are new customers, and some people that actually just saw the raffle. That bought
one ticket.
Yeah, one ticket and won. Like,
it kills me. In that.
And they're not even customers of ours. Like, they don't have any orders. They just
not yet
saw the raffle, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool. I want to buy a ticket," and they did, and boom, they won. So it's been really cool to really do this for new customers, and then for you guys as well, because it's exciting. It's kind of fun to see because sometimes when I'm pulling the name, I'm like, oh man, I wonder if it's gonna be like guys who really watch our show, like Rondo Khan or John Miles or something. And then when I saw Douglas Gloff, I was like, oh dude, yes,
one for the team, and
one for the team.
The funny thing, we're rooting for you guys. That's the funny thing about it.
But we thank you guys, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you for those that get on to my posts and support me. I know it's not the most I know it's not like it's a walk in the park for that because I know there are some people that have negative mindset of what we do and the history that we have had. But thank you for supporting me. Appreciate it. Congratulations, Jamie, for winning the storm. You're the first to have it. I hope that you get on the right way and get this to you by you have it by tomorrow. Excuse me, not tomorrow, but Friday. I would say that's gonna be like a kick-ass thing to have on Friday. Thank you very much, guys. Hope to see us at an event somewhere, and see you out there.